Hello, sorry about the late video. Hopefully you don't mind the birds chirping in the background. I did have one set to go, but Sweet Lady demonetization came for me in the night, and just so I don't even have to deal with it, I'm just going to re-record this and do this a different way. Because if it's demonetized, well, I'm not going to get paid much off of it anyways, but if it's demonetized, then it's not getting shared. And if it's not getting shared, what can I do? If it's not spreading, if I wanted to talk to myself, I would just continue to do what I normally do, which is just talk to myself. So we're just gonna redo this again. So yes, not only Sweet Lady demonetization came from me, but Sweet Lady C, we're gonna call it the C word right now, so you know what I'm talking about, came for E3. E3 is officially canceled. I'm pretty sure you've already seen it, but it's what I figured would happen, considering GDC ended up getting canceled. It's no question, and all these other cancellations of events, Coachella is put on hold, and a bunch of other events. It's really no surprise that E3 is checking out too. But at the same time, is it really surprising? Let's look at let's look at what the E3 officials had to say about this. So, blah blah blah. After careful consideration or consultation with our members' companies regarding the health and the safety of everyone in our industry, our fans, our employees, our exhibitors, and our longtime E3 partners, we have made the difficult decision to cancel E3 2020, scheduled for June 9th to 11th in Los Angeles. Following an increasing and overwhelming concerns about the C word, the word that shall not be named, YouTube, we felt that this was the best way to proceed during such an unprecedented global situation. We are very disappointed that we are unable to hold this event for our fans and supporters, but we know it's the right decision based on the information we have today. Updates will be shared on e3expo.com, and we thank blah blah blah. You get the idea. So, what now? Well, it's really business as usual if you think about it. E3, I love E3. Like, I used to look forward to E3 almost every year. Even going back to the whole G4 days, when G4 was still relevant and you had the commercials singing about E3. I miss those days. But it was bound to happen, I think. But the C word has actually just accelerated the process, because E3, as you can tell, just based off of membership year over year, it was on the decline to begin with. It's not really needed, just to be completely honest about it. The whole thing happened, as far as E3 not being needed anymore, started with Nintendo and its directs. Now, at first people were like, oh, Nintendo, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do directs. That's a stupid idea. It's not going to be as, you're not going to catch as many eyeballs as you would at E3. And lo and behold, people are literally fiending for directs. So that's not really the case anymore. But yeah, the whole C word, it really just boosts the inevitable. It was going to happen, and considering the fact that Sony, well, first off, Sony likes to pull out of everything. Sony, at this point, is the equivalent to any teenage boy. Like, I don't want any commitment, so I'm just going to pull out. So that's that's pretty much what Sony does now. And with Nintendo doing directs, making E3 kind of obsolete, and Sony pulling out of everything, it was literally only a matter of time. So you can't be surprised at all with this. I think what sucks the most, though, is that indies get hurt by this. And I say that because it takes a lot of money and planning in advance to get these I swear, this bird, to get these kind of events set up for them. Because yeah, E3 may refund them, but the hotel like the whole hotel accommodations, the lack of eyeballs, like all the planning that goes, and where you have to put money down in advance for these things, and for depending on what you do, it's not going to be that easy to just be able to get like deposits and stuff back. Some may be fairly easy, some may not be. So it really sucks for the small time people. And like I said, with E3, I think the biggest benefactors are the small time people, the indie developers, the indie accessory companies, and all the other good stuff. They lose out on a ton of exposure, because if you have the whales and stuff in the background drawing people in, you have Nintendo and people that love Nintendo, drawing them in, drawing in PlayStation eyeballs, drawing in Xbox and all that other stuff. With that not on the table, all that exposure for the year, and it just into smoke, like just nothing. And it's really sad to see for that. I really feel bad for those people. But At the same time, again, it was inevitable. And considering the fact what happened last year with that nice, delicate doxing of people, it really was on the decline. Now, is this the end for E3, like as of indefinitely? No. E3 is going to come back next year, probably may even have a bump up. For the fact that it was canceled this year. So it's going to be people that are nostalgic for it and they're going to gladly sign up and double for it. And considering the fact that we have a very low attention span, I really wouldn't be surprised if it's a very sizable bump next year, because people are going to forget, oh yeah, you did dox me on accident. So they'll probably come back. Some people won't forget, but a lot of people will. That's just how we are. But in all honesty, as time goes on, I'll miss E3, because E3, like I said, I have very fond memories. Just the anticipation of a Nintendo Direct there. You know something amazing is going to be there. Considering the fact that you got Banjo last year, along with a Zelda sequel and some great titles in between there. And of course you got your other events too. Like Microsoft's was fairly good if I remember right. Heck, even EA had something. EA had something there. So Bethesda, boy, I'm not even gonna get into that. But or Ubisoft. But regardless, E3 is definitely an event. It's something that I actually hold near and dear to me, and it's gonna be sad to see it go over time. But that's how time works. It weeds out the unnecessary. As sucky as that feels. God, that feels really bad to say. I'm gonna miss you, E3, when you go. But I definitely will see you next year. Adios. Now, I'm not here to be your sister, your mama, your uncle, your dad, your brother, your nephew, your teacher, your father figure, whatever the case may be. But I'm going to tell you guys, the C word is about 100 or so miles from me as it stands for right now. And the best thing that I can tell you guys, and I mean this with all genuine sincerity, take care of yourselves. Stay away from crowded places. Wash your hands, wash them often. Keep your nails clipped, because it's a smorgasbord of bacteria that ends up under your nails. So that's always fun. Wear some gloves when you can. Wear socks. Keep the air clean around you. Get some Lysol, get some Clorox, get a crap ton of soap, boy. Get a ton of soap. I want you to keep a thin film on you at all times, Conjunia. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Like, comment, dislike if you didn't. Patreon, because if you like this kind of stuff that I do, Patreon will definitely help out a lot. Threadiverse.com if you want to get you some sexy apparel. As always, checking it out is at least very, very free for you to do. You may see something that you like. And with that said, I'll see you guys later.